it do, Modified Family? We are back at it here in the Honda library. It's been a hot minute. People have been messaging me saying, hey man, you still making videos? Yeah, still making them. I just haven't made one for a while because life's been absolutely crazy, but we need to get this garage turned around so we can make some magic happen. That's kind of the limiting factor besides time and money, like every single project. So you know what you got to do. Give me 5 on the black hand side and let's go. We are still at a very similar point. Only a few updates. One, replaced my front tires. I already had the tires. I just needed to have them put on, which I did. So now they match front and rear, so my car looks less raggedy. I need to pull the wagon back out because it needs to sit on this side of the garage, and most of the stuff needs to go over there to get organization, and the whole center part will be where we can paint and get everything retrofitted to all the cars that needs to happen. So I'm gonna move this car out today, as well as just get everything in a position where my wife can move her stuff back to the shed, which won't happen today, but it's just getting started. This is definitely a new update. I traded an old head I had to a new friend of mine for these sweet wagon wheels, or the wheels that will go on the wagons. They are 15s. They are super dope. I think they will totally mix well with the style that I am going for. Slow turn so no one gets dizzy. Same thing here. I think we figured out that oil pressure is created when oil moves from like a bigger area into a more tight area. And so when you get your crank redone, I thought that they added material and then cut it back down to factory specs, when I guess that's really hard to do on a polished surface, so that they just take more off and polish it. So even though I thought I had the right measurements with the standard size bearings, I might need oversized bearings that are a little bit bigger, and I'm gonna use plastic gauge this time just to make sure. And so this thing can get back on the road. I think I just paid registration on this. This is just here. This is doing good. This is my car that works right now. This one out here, burnt exhaust valve, so we hope. We're not gonna know until we get it open, but my driveway's only so big, and so we need to make sure that we finish this before we move on to that. But a big thing that's gonna help is getting that garage cleaned out. It's like it snowballs. So I went to put on gloves to start doing work, and I realized that was my last pair of gloves. So I need to go to Harbor Freight and buy more with the money I don't have quite yet. And I had to take the tires out of the back of my hatch from getting my front ones replaced and the original rims put back on. And then I realized that my gate doesn't stay up, see? Like everybody. And I remember watching a Team Sally racing video, and she was saying, these ones are really good, and she put them on her EK. And she seems like a reputable source, so I ordered them from Advanced Auto Parts. I ordered 3 sets, because I have 3 cars, but I think only 2 of them need them. So I might give one to my housemate, because I think he might need them. Or my friend group, but I ordered plenty. So I'm like, I might as well put these on. I think it's a 14 and a couple 10s on there, and they go right in. So I should be right back with that fixed, and I can move this car out of the way and hopefully pull the wagon out. But I have to move all the GSR parts from this build off the wagon because they're sitting on the hood. I gotta dodge Black Widows. This is an adventure, but we will get this car moved and get the other one out. I don't know why this feels like luxury to me. This was so nice. 14, 2 10s, super easy. I don't think they cost that much. I think they were like 20 something bucks total. Like one was like 13, one was 11. And there's a left and a right side. Don't really know the difference. The left side already came like perfect, but I had to transfer this piece from the original over here. This one already came with that piece, and they are marked L and R. And I just clipped this old plastic back in, and none of it broke, but like it's sitting up just fine. But yeah, I'm gonna clip this back in to all the tabs, and I'm gonna move this out of the way. And my driveway's finally clear, wagon's coming out. Well, while we're up here, might as well check the oil. It was low, of course. I have an oil leak coming from my oil pan gasket. I have a new one. I need a new one because I used it on a different project, on the red one over there. So I need an oil pan gasket. I need more oil because there's none in the garage. I found some 1540, but it's my housemate's and it wasn't open. And I'm like, this is kind of like a light truck. I could probably use that, but to mix in with the oil that's remaining in there, I should probably just do a straight oil change on this when I replace the gasket. And when I change the crank pulley and I replace the engine mount, and I want to paint this silver to match the outside because this is the only engine bay of these cars that has not been somewhat treated. And as you remember, my radiator, I'm still using it, twisted because it didn't have a mount to hold it. Got this factory, I guess. If I have a new one, just need time to put it in. All right, this is finally ready to move. Time-lapse shows, wagon is out. There's no driver's seat. I don't feel like crawling across the interior to get to the driver's seat, but the brakes still work. So I was able to get that out, no problem. I swept up all the leaves in here. So yeah, I look forward to getting rid of a few of these things. Like some of the stuff's my housemate, so we'll just find a spot for that. Because me and him are supposed to split the garage equally so we can both get our projects in and out of here. And we need that bigger side open, because that's where all our stuff is. So all the stuff's on the floor over there. It's gonna, when this stuff moves out, it's gonna go up against this wall and up. And that way the whole center part is open. We have this little partial wall that was there when the house was put in. And we're just kind of leaving that. And I put this shelf that someone gave me. That shelf was given. That shelf was a total big come up and given. That one was already in here. Those we had in our storage, because this was mostly in storage. My housemate built that, which is awesome because the motors sit under there. This was here. One of the shelves fell, so that's not very strong. These were given to me by a friend who later passed away. Those are unrelated, but definitely happy that he passed these on before he passed on. But yeah, oh yeah, this was given to me by a lady at the gym. Her dad passed away. Had this really cool lift that should fit our cars. Yeah, it's pretty neat. It should go in the garage. And we have all the parts to put together. I don't want it to get ruined. It's like 5,000 plus. That was just a free gift. Yeah, it's pretty neat. Like you roll the car onto it with the front up, and then you use a jack to lift the back, and then it has like props that hold it. And it seems pretty safe. It's meant for like old school muscle cars, but with these light little things, it should be absolutely no problem. It could probably even hold my housemate's truck. Do not know. So that was good. It took about an hour of time, and I feel like I'm self-diagnosing myself with ADHD because like I'll start one project and then I'll realize that another project's not done. Like I needed to move my car, but then I remembered there was tires in the back. So then I took those tires out. And then once the tires were out, I'm like, oh yeah, there's a hole in the bottom of my trunk. I need to fix that. But I also need to replace the taillight gaskets because that's how the water's getting in there. And I have new taillight gaskets. They're in that pile of stuff over there. What else? And then I had a bag full of recycling for my B18A1 project that I'm only working on when I get money from recycling. I need $500 to get that to the machine shop, which I do not have. I think I'm about like close to 200 in recycling, and I have a bunch to take in, which will probably bump me up another, hopefully 200 to get me closer to that. Because I want to stay true to that project. I didn't forget, I didn't stop any of my projects. They've just been put on hold. What else? Oh yeah, then I needed to move my red car because that was all cattywampus. So now it sits like almost parallel, those two right there. So yeah, we're back on. Summer's coming. You see me sweating like a mofo. Just getting stuff done. All right, Modified family, until next time. Hope this wasn't too boring, but there are more cooler videos coming. The wagon's gonna run. This hatchback's gonna run. The other hatchback's gonna run. Silver hatchback's gonna get a new Cadillac converter at some point. It's just time and money. Unless, yeah, later.